Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, I'm John, this is Many a True Nut, and welcome to Overclocked, a History of Violence. Now I'm going to be honest with you straight away. This is not actually its title screen. This is just going to be like a wallpaper or a logo or something I found on the internet. This is one of those annoying games where the moment you start it just skips straight into the bloody game and there's no start screen to do an intro on, so I've had to fake the start screen. Sorry about that. The second interesting thing about Overclocked, a History of Violence, aside from the rather fascinating name, is the fact that I have no idea what it's doing in my Steam library. This is one of those games like the Hunter Primal, where it was just in my Steam library. I was just having a look through my Steam library thinking, what do I want to play today? And I saw this, I just thought, I have no idea where this is. I have no idea where it came from. I can't remember buying the damn thing. And that means I bought it in a bundle at some point, because I just love buying little bundles of games where it's like, 12 games for $1 and you've never heard any of the games and you'll probably never play them. Just occasionally I buy those, because I feel like at that price I'd be stupid not to buy them. So this is Overclocked, a History of Violence. It probably came out of a bundle. I've no bloody idea what it's about. Let's just start playing it.
There is a moment when life extinguishes, just like that. Like the flick of a switch, press of a button. A gate is opened, and only shadows remain. When that point is reached, it's easy. Quite easy. When the switch is flicked, when the gate is opened, the unforgivable can be done. Things you never forget. Things you never comprehend. Things you don't wish to dream, and you don't wish to know. Not want to think.
I think that was just a really long-winded way of saying if you kill someone, you might feel bad about it. So here we are in New York City. That's an almost naked person. Is anyone? Yep, okay, good. We are paying attention to the almost naked person covered in blood with the gun. Fortunately, we're in America, so probably a crazy screaming person firing a gun doesn't really draw much attention. Yeah, that guy on the left, he was just sauntering away. That's just a normal day in America. Welcome to no, sorry, not welcome to Anaconda. Apparently Anaconda made the game or something. Oh, it's got a movie-style intro. Oh, here's our hero. You can tell that he's going to be a protagonist in a video game because he goes to sleep in all of his normal clothes without bothering to put up pyjamas like all video game characters do. Chapter 1. I probably shouldn't have overclocked my own brain. Alternatively, broken glass. Skyline Hotel, New York City, Sunday, November the 11th, 2007. Morning. My character has just gone straight up to the mirror and is now engaging himself in a really rather aggressive style staring contest. Can I click on myself in the mirror? Oh, it's a point-and-click adventure. It's a little point-and-click adventure. So we could go this way. We could go here. Oh, it's an actual point-and-click adventure. Yes, oh, apparently my wallet. I can investigate my own wallet. No more cash in there. Good thing I've still got my credit card. Okay, good that we investigated that. Ooh, I'm learning things by investigating. Credit card, let's use it. For literally no purpose. Okay, now it's just up here. And wait, if I hover over it, then I've got my kind of, I'm going to crush this paper cup and also use my credit card symbol. Use credit card on mirror. Apparently not, never mind. Right, investigate the desk. I can see that there is an answering machine here. Yep, answering machine.
You have 2 messages. Message 1.
Hello, Dave. This is Moretti from NYPD. I hope that you arrived safe and the hotel's okay. We had another case at 5 o'clock this morning. And just around the corner from you, too. Drive out to Staten Island and we'll meet there.
You said 2 messages. You distinctly said 2 messages a second ago.
You have 2 messages. Message 2.
Hung up.
What sort of answer phone means you have to push the button each time you want to message? And what happens if you want to replay the message you just heard? Do you have to keep pushing the button until you've cycled through listening to all your messages to get back down to that? No, this doesn't make sense. Right, over to the desk and pick up the PDA. We know we need that. Lovely, got a PDA.
Record date, Sunday, November the 11th, 2007, 8 a.m. Today I began my Staten Island examinations early. Objective of the examinations is the reconstruction of recollections. No idea what to expect.
Okay, so he's a cop, but reconstructing recollections, whatever that means. Hang on, just zoom in on your own arse for a second. Oh, here's a new option. I get to consider my bed. Let's consider it.
Hopefully I can get some sleep in the next few days. If only these goddamn dreams would stop.
Oh no, I hope I'm not dreaming about my history of violence. Shouldn't have overclocked yourself. Right, through to the next room. And then we have got ourselves, ooh, a newspaper. No doubt the front page newspaper is going to be the exact case I'm investigating, because it always is.
Military coup in Africa. 300,000 more troops for the Middle East. Suicide bomb attack in Israel. Gun rampage in shopping mall. The same news for 20 years. I've got no time for it anymore.
Or not. Also, 300,000 more troops for the Middle East? That feels like quite a big increase to do all in one go. Maybe just stagger it like 100,000 at a time. Quickly, look at the window. We need your opinion on New York.
Hardly anybody around. They're all staying home.
You know, I've only visited New York briefly a couple of times, but it never struck me as the sort of city where everyone just looks outside and goes, it's raining. Maybe we just won't bother doing anything today. Right, down to the hotel lobby then.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, terrifyingly pale man.
Mr. McNamara, right?
Yes.
Welcome to the Skyline Hotel, Mr. McNamara. I trust you had a pleasant night.
I guess.
Something not to your satisfaction, sir.
Oh, I just keep having these terrible dreams about my history of violence. Tell me about money. I hear it can be exchanged for goods and services, but I'd just like to make sure.
Where's the nearest ATM?
You can pay us here with a credit card, sir.
Sure. But just in case, I've lost the last of my cash last night to this cab driver who gave me an unsolicited city tour. I need to get over to Staten Island. What's the best way to get there?
Take the Staten Island ferry. It appears at the southern tip of Manhattan Island.
Okay, so take the ferry, huh? Well, that sure won't be much fun in this weather.
My character doesn't blink. That's what's so terrifying about him. Any chance I could have a map? Could you just give me a map to the southern tip of Manhattan Island to get to Staten Island via the ferry, something?
Do you happen to have a city map for me?
Of course, sir. My pleasure.
Now that strikes me as useful. Beautiful. Well, this game is set in 2007. I'm not sure when it was made, but I feel like phone technology was beyond this sort of horrendous thing by then. Oh, I can check in with the wife, and interestingly, I've literally labelled Kim McNamara as my wife, rather than, you know, just Kim. I would really have hoped that if I just saved the name as Kim, I'd know who it was, but alright. Yeah, give Kim a call, sure. Ooh, can we just delete Kim out of the phone? No, don't do that. Don't delete Kim out of the phone. That's probably a bad idea. Call Kim!
Better not in here. Everyone can hear.
What do you mean everyone can hear? There's one guy, and he's part of the... Okay. Let's step outside and call my wife in the rain if you'd prefer. Okay, now we're outside. No one can hear. Let's call up the wife now we're nice and in the rain.
I'd better find a drier place to phone from.
You were just in a dry place and you said everyone... Okay, fine. So we need to find somewhere that is dry and also completely deserted. Probably should have just done this from my hotel room. Okay, back in the hotel room. Yeah, use the phone. Call up Kim. Oh, how'd you get to see her and everything? Hi, Kim.
Hello?
Hi, it's me. So, everything okay?
What do you want, David?
Nothing. I just wanted to let you know I got here okay.
Okay. Anything else?
Listen, Kim, can't we...
I've got to go. See you later.
Wait, Kim? Oh, great.
I don't like my wife. I'm going to call up my attorney for literally no reason too.
Ingram.
Hi, Terry.
Oh, hi. Hi, Dave.
This not a good time?
No.
You got appointments?
Yeah. Pretty busy right now. Right then. We'll talk tonight, okay?
No problem. Catch you later.
Oh, no one wants to talk to David. Okay, I'm going to call up my bank. They can't fob me off, right? They actually have to speak to me if I want to speak to them.
I've got nothing to sort out with them at the moment.
No, Dave's had enough of rejection. He doesn't want to risk his bank rejecting him too. Okay, slight problem here, which is I cannot look at the map,
City map.
beside acknowledging that it is indeed a map, and I need to find my way to the southern tip of Manhattan Island. Well, there's an ATM there. I'll get some money from that at least. Yeah, look at that. They can get money out of it. That's how ATMs work. Use credit card on ATM. Yeah, alright, I'm figuring this out. Go to the shop. Yes, don't look at the shop, just go to the shop. We'll see if we can buy things with my credit card, things that might be useful. If this is a point and click adventure, that means basically I just need to buy literally everything in this shop because all of it will be useful for stopping the murderer.
Why? I've had my fill of bad news.
What? It's a shop! Ooh, Ferry Pier is apparently just across the street. It would have been nice if the guy inside had told me that. Fine, let's just go... Oh, no, we can't do that. This is jaywalking, but clearly I am just above the law because I am possibly a police, detective, psychologist, something. Oh, I'm jaywalking, all right. Dear, oh dear, Dave, what is wrong with you?
The ferry doesn't seem to be there. Maybe I should ask those two there.
Head on to here, and ooh, rope from a life belt. Yes, totally just grab that. I'm just stealing life-saving equipment. Oh no, you're not going to drag that around with you. Okay, don't drag that around with you then. That's absolutely 100% fine. If you'd rather not literally carry around every item you find, but this is a point-and-click adventure. I thought that was just kind of expected behaviour. Hello there, can you tell me where the ferry is?
Morning.
Morning.
You crossing too?
I sure hope so.
Yeah. The weather doesn't look so good. It's my first time, you know.
Uh-huh.
And then in this weather.
Listen, it's early in the morning, okay?
Oh, I get it, you're not a morning person. Me neither. Excuse me, it's just...
Mister, you...
Oh. What then?
That's okay, I was fine. I mistook you for someone else. Ferry will be here soon. See ya.
See you.
Okay, the slightly socially awkward conversation appears to have just generated the ferrying, because I just heard the horn of a ferry being nearby, I'm sure of it.
The ferry bill. The last time I was in New York, there was nothing there at all. That was 1997, I think. Kim and I made a trip up here. And then we looked at the ships on the quayside. Oh, yeah. That was a long time ago.
Wait, just a second. Hang on. Replay that memory for just a second, please.
And then we looked at the ships on the quayside.
Did he just say the quayside? Does this man not know how to pronounce key? Also, someone does seem to be kind of waving at me from the ferry building entrance, so that's nice. Let's just step inside, shall we? We'll go out onto the quay. Maybe the ferry will pull onto the quay in a second. Oh, we've suddenly got a little bit FMV. Marvellous. You can tell because everything's fuzzier. I also like how my character looks like a really, really low-budget David Tennant. Like an unknown actor you'd hire if you really wanted David Tennant to play a role, but you couldn't afford him. So here we are in Staten Island, where apparently we're visiting like a hospital. Okay. We might be able to figure out what my bloody job is in a minute. Yes, the intercom. Use that, please. Hello. I'm David McNamara, and I'm possibly a police officer. There's an annex over here. Let's look at the annex.
Rather bleak.
Yeah, the annex, or as Dave probably pronounces it, the Nixie. Oh, did you see that for a second? The loading symbol was a little CD popped up on screen over there. Wow, that's charmingly retro. Okay, so we're in an old school psychiatric hospital, which is apparently on Staten Island. Not sure if that's real or not, but now we just need to go and find Dr. Ooh, split screeny.
I'm here, David. Come on over.
Yes, but I don't know how to get from my window into yours. Apparently it's possibly in... Ooh, the cockpit! Nice, that means we could fly the hospital wherever we wanted to. Oh, gosh darn it, only the pilot has the key. Ah, good, I found my way into his window.
Our Wonder Boy from the capital. Welcome.
Hello, Dr. Young. I've already heard about you. I'm pleased to be able to work with you.
Tamara, this is David McNamara, the trauma specialist from Washington. The government has sent him to help us. Because we can't handle things here by ourselves.
Well, I don't think it's quite like that.
Mr. McNamara and I have already had the pleasure. Do you still need me, Doctor?
No, you can go. David and I will just get started with our work. Thank you, Tamara.
Is she always so, short?
Nah, she normally wears heels.
Maybe we should wait for the detective. As far as I know, he ought to be here soon.
I wouldn't bet on it. He's never on time. Anyway, you'll need some things from me for your work. I'll have a look and get them all together.
Can I have a look around?
Of course, I'm in the cockpit, out front in the hall. Just come on in when you've seen enough.
So, there's a detective we're waiting for. Presumably the guy who I got the message from, the NYPD guy. And I'm a psychologist. Let's have a little look. Let's just poke in all of the cells. Beautiful. Look in here. And we have got... I do quite like the split screen to indicate what the character's seeing. That's kind of a nice way of doing kind of like, you know, old school fixed camera stuff while still getting the character's perspective. Oop, and we know the detective has arrived. Beautiful. So we can go and hang out with him in a second.
You're late, Doc.
Yes, I'm sorry. Personal stuff. I couldn't get here any earlier.
Someone die?
No.
Someone sick?
Listen, Detective, can we leave it at that, please? I couldn't get here earlier, okay?
Sorry, Doc. I'm just a curious guy. It goes with the job. Anyway, you'll get over it.
I'll get over what?
Now who's the shrink here, you or me? Okay, let's talk business. You seen this mess already?
I just got here.
It's like literally every character in this game doesn't know how normal human conversations work. Everyone's remarkably socially awkward.
So what have you found out?
Not much. We found 5 automatic pistols, a whole heap of dirty clothes bought from department stores, and a few aggressive, nameless amnesiac crazies.
Oh. You got any theories?
Drugs, maybe? A sect? Whatever, it's difficult to imagine that all 5 of them are here by coincidence. We're still checking if any of the kids can be connected with any homicides. The big problem is we don't know a damn thing about any of them.
What's with the tabloids printing their pictures?
We couldn't do anything about it. We had orders from the highest level to keep a lid on it. Total news blackout. Some stuff got leaked to the press. Those roaches just have a nose for it. So Doc, just so we understand each other, as a doctor, you're under an obligation of patient confidentiality anyway. But I just have to inform you that these investigations and anything connected to them are strictly top secret. Okay? You won't speak to anyone, and that goes for your wife and your mother. Understood?
Oh, I really wouldn't worry about my wife. She clearly has no interest in speaking to me whatsoever. So, 5 people in this hospital, presumably the 5 cells I've already seen, and those 5 kids are all kind of amnesiac, potentially involved in some form of violence. Let's see what we can do here, or is it these ones?
Oh god.
Somebody's screaming back there.
What was that second voice? Was that my inner monologue? Does my inner monologue actually have a different voice to my voice? That's unusual. Okay, I don't have the key to these cells, so I'm going to be needing the key from the cockpit first before I can begin my work speaking to all of these people. Yep, first things first, I'm going to be needing the keys for their cells.
Can I visit the cell?
You can, but I'd be careful. Cell 5 is having repeated violent outbursts, and with the others, I'm not so sure about them either. Tamara, give him an alarm pager and the keys.
Oh, that's cool, an alarm page as well as just the key, so I've got something I can hit if things go very badly wrong. That's really cool.
Okay. Tell me about this morning's incident.
Okay, a young female, approximately 20 years old. Picked up at 5:30 at the Flatbush Avenue junction.
Oh, this is the naked, bloody, gun-fiery woman. Got it.
Has she said anything since? Called out? Written anything?
Only wailed like the others.
Thank you, Cell 4. We understand what wailing sounds like. So, Cell 5, violent outbursts. Cell 4, the woman from the intro. Rather inconveniently, it doesn't actually record what room any of these people have been stored in, which is not bloody helpful. But in all fairness, there's no information about any of them. No name, no information, all of them marked as just having PTSD, amnesia, very often disorientation and aggression. Nothing of particular note here. During admission, obsessively and repeatedly uttered the word delete. Oh no. Overclocked. Right, let's start off with cell number 4, because she's the one from the intro, so she's more important than everyone else.
Are you the girl that just came in here this morning? I heard you really scared some folks. Would you like to tell me what happened?
Doesn't have to be right now. I can come back later.
Oh no, her mental condition is being represented for an extremely low frame rate. Right, let's start with number 5. 5 was flagged to us in particular of interest because of the violent outburst. Let's start with number 5, because, yeah, the game did say, hey, watch out for number 5, so probably number 5 is the most interesting. Hello there.
I better get out of here.
Oh no! Heavy breathing! Run!
Hello.
Oh.
Can you hear me?
We're getting a word out of cell 2.
Don't cry, sweetheart. I'm gonna help you. Don't worry. I'll come back later.
No, don't come back later. She's the most talkative one yet. I mean, sobbing's like halfway to words. I'm gonna be honest, this is not looking like a good starting point for cell 1.
Hey, somebody's there. They're coming.
What was that? You're remembering something. That's good. Nothing can happen to you. I'll come back later and we'll have another try, okay?
No, he's literally talking. Why would you say, oh, don't worry about it. I know you're providing crucial information right now, but screw it, I guess I'll just leave you alone.
My God, these kids are completely gone.
These kids are not completely gone. One of them was crying, one of them said something to you, one of them was clearly cogent and awake.
I've had a look through the file, and there's something in there I'd like to discuss with you. I read in one of the reports that when he was arrested, one of the young men constantly called out the word delete.
It did. Strange, huh? Sure, a thing is with a sect. Maybe that isn't such an absurd idea. But our guys have checked it out. No way is it a known street phrase or a kind of gang code word. So you've been able to make some kind of contact?
Yeah, shall we say getting closer. These kids are pretty disturbed. And you know what? The thing with this ominous word has given me an idea. I can confront him with it.
Okay.
Is that a really good idea from a psychiatric point of view? Patient gets brought into a psychiatric hospital, just yelling out the word delete, and you're just going to basically challenge him, barge into his room and just start yelling, delete, 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 and I feel like this is possibly going to end badly. Ooh, hypnotise. That's a new option. Yes, I'm going to hypnotise him. Using my... Ah, that's why I've got the pendulum, because I hypnotise people with it. Gotta find some way of reaching him. How about yelling delete? Okay, my other options are, my PDA can replay things like entries I've made, but I just tried replaying that in here in case it like had the word delete in it. That didn't fly. So don't worry about that. The only other object I've seen I can interact with is there's a radio in the cockpit. But every time I try and pick it up, the guy says like, oh, that's the nurses, don't touch that. But if they happen to be playing some form of song that was like delete, that would be quite useful. And apparently, it's evening now. Time has passed. Right, the cockpit's locked, and that possibly means the nurses' station might be open, if we're lucky. Yes, it is. Good, a new room. We can get new stuff out of here.
Can I borrow a pencil and paper from you?
Go ahead.
Nice. I will just be probably, I'm guessing, writing the word delete or something. Good, good, good. Ooh, fuses. I'll gladly push some buttons.
Okay, then.
There we are. I've pushed a button.
Can I ask you what you're doing with the switch?
I'm just pushing buttons. It's a video game. It's always a good idea.
It's dark in there. Doesn't seem to bother him, though.
The cell's dark? Oh no, I probably shouldn't have interfered with the switches. For whatever reason, I'm allowed inside cell 3, but not cell 1, even though it's dark in here. That's weird. Okay, every single room is now dark and I can't go in, with the exception of cell 3, where I can't do anything. Okay, as cell 3 won't respond to the paper, and cell 1 is now dark, and I can't see any way to trigger the emergency pager in such a way as will get her out of the way so I could fix the flipping fuses. I'm just going to have one more attempt to fix the fuses. If I can't figure that out, I'm just going, because there's nothing to stop me leaving the hospital and going back to the hotel and coming back in the morning and picking this up tomorrow. Yep, fuses for the cell lighting. Oh, okay, this time I was allowed to push it again. She didn't stop me that time. Why didn't she stop me that time? Okay, this is good. Now hopefully I can go in here. Yeah, there we go. Just for some reason I wasn't allowed to before when I'd already pushed that button, but it was dark. Whatever. Right, now, use paper on human.
When you arrived here, you were shouting out loud. You remember? A single word. Okay. I'll show you the word. Maybe that'll help.
You literally couldn't have tried saying it to him. That was impossible, was it?
No.
I'd like to find out what you were doing before you were discovered. Look at the pendulum. Concentrate on its swing.
It's...
Yes.
It's so dark. So dark. I'm on my own.
Oh, flashback. My psychiatring is finally getting results.
I'm alone. It's dark.
How do you feel? Do you know the place where you are?
I'm scared.
What are you scared of?
Of them. I gotta get away. There's a grill, dark passages, and a wall with a grill, a hole in the floor. I can hear noises.
Have you got anything with you?
I've got a gun and a crowbar.
Where did you get those from?
I don't know. There. Footsteps. I gotta get out of here.
Okay, and now I play as him in the recollection. Right, that's quite cool. And now I've got a crowbar that I can look at or I can use. Can I use crowbar on grate? There we go, that's good enough. Now we can get the whole thing off. And we can be out. That's probably going to make quite a bit of noise, but never mind. And now go outside, yes. And now I've just got a gun, which I'm probably going to have used to have shot someone, given that's how I made it here.
It's a fenced area. near water.
But you can't see anyone. Is there anybody else there?
I'm scared. They're coming. They're on their way. Somebody's calling.
Keep calm. This has already happened. These are just recollections. Who is it? Male or female?
A man. I gotta go. I gotta get over the fence somehow.
Get over the fence somehow. The fence is back there, so if I went round the back and round the side, that'd be it. No, okay, if you want to get back to the fence, you need to go to here. Look, there's alright, fine. You know what? We can go this way instead. Whatever. Looks like it's barbed wire all along. There's a bit of a gap there, but not much of one. And I can't go any further down this way. Ah! But this here looks like it's like wood rather than wiring. We've got... we might be able to climb up on this pole, though. Yes, can I climb up here? No, not that. No, don't go over there. You don't climb there. Yeah, you would never make it, but look how there's a pole. There's a pole right here, which if you could just kind of like clamber up that might work a lot better. Got some barrels. Yeah, you could climb on them, or you could shoot them with your gun in order to make them explode. It's probably a terrible idea, but alright. Apparently that's what you're planning to do. I'd have gone for climbing first, but okay, you could have used those to climb up on top of that little building, and then jump straight over the top of the fence. But you know what? Fine. Cause a massive oil explosion or whatever. Or don't. Fine, whatever. Yeah, now you've got this. Empty. Oh, now the... Oh! Fine, you're not causing an explosion. You just wanted to empty them out. In which case, I feel like emptying out oil barrels, the worst way you can do that is by firing a gun into them. Right, so now they're empty, we can push them around. So now we've got a fence and a barrel by the fence, but it doesn't deal with the problem that's still the flipping barbed wire. So I can climb up onto this barrel, fine. But I feel like that doesn't actually help me that much. Alright, fine, whatever. Apparently you could just climb over the top of the barbed wire. And into a dinghy and off to sea, and the world's most very close to accurate man decides to not bother firing anymore. Off into the storm you go. Until eventually a helicopter found me, and presumably I was arrested or something. So I haven't actually committed a crime, have I? No, I've just a bit mad got it.
It's all okay. You're with me in the hospital. You're safe.
Well, I'm guessing that's my cue to head home for the night, because I can leave at any time I want, so let's just head back to the ferry and back to the hotel. Oh, yes indeed, leaving has picked me up a message. Hello PDA, what have we got here? And we've got audio clips. Call from... Wait, I just missed a call from my wife? How did I miss that? Hang on, how do I read, reply, something, delete? Yeah, just read that, fine. You tried to call me, I called you back at your hotel number. Kim, yes, I did try to call you. In fact, I actually got through to you and you just brushed me off because you're a really terrible wife. Right, here we go. Yes, indeed, answering machine totally has a message on it. Let's listen to what Kim has to say.
You have one message.
David, I've been thinking. You don't need to come back. I'm filing for divorce. Please don't call me anymore. My attorney will do everything else. I'm sorry.
Sorry, when you say I don't need to come back, you mean to our house that we presumably co-own? And I'm in a hotel at the time? Oh, shouldn't have done that. We need to pay for that later. Also, that crack in the mirror is really, really pixelated. Oh, I'm going up to the mirror. Oh, I might be flipping losing it. David, step back from the pixelated broken mirror.
Hopefully I can get some sleep in the next few days. If only these goddamn dreams would stop.
Ah, yes, of course, the terrible dreams. Let's go to sleep, because I feel like we're going to close off a pretty terrible day with yet another flipping nightmare.
I can't sleep yet. Maybe I'll go and have another drink.
Oh no, apparently I need to go and get drunk. My day isn't depressing enough. Let's go and get drunk in a bar that's got a bad reputation. I would like to get extremely drunk. Like, not just like happy drunk. I want to get completely sobbing depressed drunk. Do you have any sorts of alcohol that are really good at sobbing depressed drunk? This bar appears to have the tendency to, when you order spirits, they just leave the bottle next to you. The guy in the background just has vodka next to him. I've just got a bottle of whiskey left out next to me. This is not how bars operate. What I'm basically concluding is they told the animators to do the whole drinking from a glass thing on a Friday afternoon when there was a really cool thing happening in the evening. Oh yeah, now I'm good and drunk and it's late at night, I should probably call up our attorney to figure out what the hell my wife's playing at.
How come you think she wants to split up with you?
She called.
Oh dear.
Terry,
Yeah?
you'll help me, won't you?
Of course.
I'm sorry. This is ridiculous. The voice acting's just too bad and flat on both sides. It's amazing. Alright, so we're drunk on whiskey. The only appropriate thing to do is, even if Kim's not willing to pick up the phone, we need to leave her 17 missed calls. Perfect. Alright, now we can probably sleep, right? Nope, I need to make a recording first.
The situation with Kim is coming to a head. I don't have a good feeling about this. She's cold. She's short with me. Maybe it's got something to do with the fact that yesterday was the anniversary of the accident. I've asked Terry to look after her while I'm away. Sure, he's only got time in the evenings, but maybe the company will be good for her. I've got a headache. Should have left the whiskey alone. I have to go out again tomorrow, and my hospital colleagues are a pretty strange bunch. I'm tired. I hope those goddamn dreams are gonna stop. Recording ends.
Tinkwich says the dreams don't stop tonight. Oh, never mind. Apparently he didn't have the nightmare. If he did, we don't get to play it. That's a shame. So here we are back at the hospital, and it sounds like from a brief conversation with Dr. Young, number 5 got a little bit angry overnight, and as a result, he's probably going to be next. So I'm guessing the way this game plays out is, now basically for each day I have to figure out how to deal with each patient in different ways. We'll get 5 different flashbacks, which will probably get more and more complicated as time goes by. So we've had on, patient 1 on day 1, it sounds like patient 5 for each day. So, this is Overclocked, A History of Violence. It's a very old-fashioned point-and-click adventure sort of thing, with some slightly ridiculous scripting and voice work and whatever. It's got a certain campy charm, but I don't think I'll be doing the rest of this. If you happen to be interested in this sort of thing, if you have a hankering for very old-school point-and-click adventures with some slightly naff story and voice acting, link in the description below. I do like the sort of campy narrative-y stuff, so maybe we'll have something else of this nature at some point. But in the meantime, ladies and gentlemen, I've been John. This has been many a true nerd, and this has been a game that just mysteriously showed up in my Steam library from somewhere. Overclocked, A History of Violence. Thank you very much, and goodbye. My milk gave me a sign, and it said tomorrow you will do something that will change your fate. Is my character simultaneously using a phone, using a laptop, smoking, and driving in a rainstorm? Hello, headquarters, I've got a problem. Yes, it's the milk again. Sorry, what were you saying? I was looking at this biscuit. You know what, mate? I'm confused too.